Is this why we don't have a release date for Evil Dead Rise yet? Let's get into it.
What's your favorite scary movie? Hey man.
We'll tear your soul apart.
Well, I'm Pennywise the dancing now.
We're gonna get you.
Oh, blood on the beast!
God, don't do that.
But sometimes death is better.
Hey everybody, what's up? KillJoy Jake here, and instead of having friends, I have horror movies. Today we're talking about Evil Dead Rise, a movie I am very, very excited about. That's why I'm doing this whole big video on it. And before we get into this little update today, I'm gonna need y'all to like this video and subscribe for more horror content in the future. So, getting into this, Sam Raimi recently had a quote talking about the upcoming film, and he is, of course, mind you, the director of the upcoming Doctor Strange film that comes out this week. Keep that in mind with all of this that I'm about to say. Sam Raimi sat down with Slash Films this week to tease the upcoming movie, which he calls terrifying. Raimi says, "I've seen a rough cut, a medium fine cut, and a fine cut. There's probably a few changes that director Lee Cronin is making that I haven't seen, but it's great." He also adds, "It's terrifying and it's going to knock people's socks off." Now, sure, typical run-of-the-mill stuff that a producer or a director might say about said film, but this is kind of interesting that he doesn't go into detail about anything, which kind of leads me to something that specifically We Watched a Movie, a great YouTube channel that puts out a lot of really fun content. Make sure to subscribe to them. They put out a tweet yesterday talking a little bit about why the film doesn't have a release date yet, or why they really haven't done any marketing, which for a lot of fans has been kind of confusing since the film is slated to come out in 2022 sometime. So if it does have a later, like October release, why is there no release date yet? Well, with Sam Raimi producing, he's also directing this new Doctor Strange that comes out this week, like I said, and an Evil Dead video game also comes out very soon in this month. So it kind of seems like they're trying to keep the Evil Dead crowd on this new Doctor Strange film and on the video game so that all of that does well. Then once that's out, once that's done its promotion and all that, we move past that, and sometime probably late this month or early next month is when we get all the advertisements and when we get a release date for the film. It's a very solid theory that I wanted to harp on, and honestly, it makes a whole lot of sense, especially if you're Sam Raimi, the guy who is diving back into directing. He doesn't direct much now anymore. He's really only directed 4 films in the past like 15 years, and this is probably his biggest one. And no matter how you feel about the MCU, this is like his biggest movie in a very long time. So like, this is a big deal for him. He wants it to do well. And honestly, I love the first Doctor Strange. I think it's criminally underrated. I'm a little sad that Scott Derrickson didn't get to do Doctor Strange 2, but at the same time, it's kind of hard for me to complain about Sam fucking Raimi directing a new film, especially one that mixes horror and superheroes together. That horror element is probably going to be very loose, but it seems like it's still going to be a really fun film, and I'm very excited to see it later this week. You know what I'm a little more excited for, though, is Evil Dead Rise. So hopefully we get some kind of announcement. So hopefully we get some kind of release date advertisement sometime soon. I could see this thing coming out in like a late August, early September area. That would be a really good time to release it, I think, because October seems to be booked with competition for Evil Dead Rise this year, especially since this film is not going to theaters. It will be going straight to HBO Max. So if this film is actually going to be successful, it's going to get a lot of attention. I would release it sometime when there's not a whole bunch of horror films coming out, like maybe like late August wouldn't be too bad of a time. Like I know we got Bodies like coming out that month, but like that's nowhere near the biggest horror film of the year. Evil Dead Rise would be I think that would be a really good time to put that movie out sometime late August, sometime early September. Makes a lot of sense. That's starting to get into spooky month, that would be a really good introduction to that time of year, to fall. But when do you guys think Evil Dead Rise is going to come out? Are you excited about the film? Do you think the Skyrise setting is a good idea or not? I've heard people go back and forth on it. I'm curious what you guys have to say though, so leave me something about it in the comments below, and I will happily respond. Unless you're calling me like a stinky poo-poo face or something. In that case, I will cry myself to sleep and shit my pants. Thank you guys so much for watching this new Evil Dead Rise video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more horror content. Also, please, if you would like to support this channel any further, you can go on my Patreon or my channel's member page by just clicking that join button on my YouTube page, and bam! You're a YouTube channel member. That means a lot to me if you do that. Thank you guys again for watching this video, and as always, don't forget to kill it out there, y'all.